Hi, Fusion Sao here, and I'm playing L.A Noire today. It's been a while since this. Still in Arson, of course. This is, I believe, the last division, so pretty close to the end of this game. There are still a few cases to go before we reach that point.
Mr. Kelso?
That's what the sign on the door says, miss.
I've seen people like you, but I had to pay admission.
This is Dear Miss Lechman, pertaining to the matter of policy number 119-01659 and the sudden death of Mr. Luis Bookwalter. I'm writing to inform you that you have been named the sole beneficiary for Mr. Bookwalter's estate. Please find attached settlement check for $20,000, the maximum payable amount, in accordance with Clause 4A of the Life Care Disability and Accidental Death Policy which Mr. Bookwalter held. If you wish to dispute the settlement, you may contact our account management office by return mail or by phone during office hours. With condolences, Clarence W. Fleming, California Fire and Life Insurance. So there's the check.
There's no need to come into the office, Miss Lichtman. If you accept the settlement, all you need to do is sign here.
I don't accept this.
What do you mean you don't accept? I think you're pushing your luck, lady. This seems to be a ridiculously generous settlement. A $200 policy with a $20,000 payout? You should...
I don't want the money.
What do you mean you don't want the money?
I want you to investigate this case. I feel my friend may have been the victim of foul play.
Okay. Let me get the case file.
Well, you can only dream.
There's got to be more in these files.
Is there a way to turn the page? There you go.
Sounds like your friend took a hell of a fall. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's a Legion Fields, but...
Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course not.
What basis do you have for your claim of foul play?
Lou Bookwalter was a craftsman. I don't believe he would have made a roof that would collapse.
I think she's telling the truth.
What are you talking about, Miss
Not.
Lichtman? This was an industrial accident.
How do you know that?
Because it says right here in black and white.
Do you believe everything that you read, Mr. Kelso?
You and Bookwalter weren't married?
No.
Then how did you become his beneficiary?
We were family friends.
It's really hard to tell. When I think she's telling the truth, it looks like she's lying. So I don't know. think she's telling the truth.
I'm just
Or
confused, Miss
not.
Lichtman. What's so difficult about accepting this
Jeez.
money?
I don't like your attitude, Mr. Kelso.
That's okay. I'm not selling it. So the roof collapsed. Accidents happen. What exactly are you trying to achieve here, Miss Lichtman?
Exactly what I said. I want that building thoroughly investigated.
Truth?
I'm intrigued,
I
Miss
got
Lichtman.
one right.
I really am. But you're going to have to give me something if you want me to get involved in this.
There is a conspiracy surrounding Elysian Fields and the new houses they are building. I believe your insurance company is involved.
That's pretty heady stuff, Miss Lichtman. Flimsy, but heady.
I've told you what I know, Mr. Kelso. What are you going to do about it? If you wish to simply interrogate me for your own enjoyment, Mr. Kelso, then I will answer no more questions. Here is my number. Call me when you're prepared to help.
I've seen people like you, but I had to pay admission.
Oh, that's the letter she brought with the check.
He's dull as dishwater, but I'm not with him for the conversation.
I'll be in touch.
What on earth is that?
Mr. Benson would like to see you in his office, Jack. Upstairs. Come on, I'll walk you up.
She just knocked down a bunch of boxes. Look how shiny the floor is. Man.
He drove me up to Mulholland, and we did some necking. If you were twice as smart, you'd still be stupid. I'm gonna get good and tight come Friday.
That's Fleming.
Mr. Benson, you wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, Jack. I'm just trying out a new putter. I noticed Elsa Lichtman in the lobby.
It's the weirdest thing, Mr. Benson.
Call me Curtis, Jack. This is California.
Like I said, Curtis, this is a very strange case.
How so, Jack?
That lady, Elsa Lichtman, is refusing a 20 grand payout.
Elsa Lichtman is hardly a lady, Jack. She's a jazz musician. Plays at the Blue Room in Hollywood. She has a fine pair of lungs, now that I think
She's
of
the
it.
beneficiary of this guy, Lou Buckwalter. He was killed in an industrial accident working for Elysian Fields Developments. You know Elysian?
I'm familiar with Leland Monroe. We move in similar circles.
Well, Miss Lichtman is making some pretty serious accusations. She says the case stinks and that
She's a
something
very highly strung girl, Jack. Strung out might be a better way to put it.
It's a pretty generous payment, Curtis. I think I should look into it.
Is there anything wrong with the paperwork, Kelso?
No, there isn't, Mr. Benson.
I didn't think so. Pay the case out and get her off our backs.
I can't make her take the money,
Deal
sir.
with it, Jack. Do your fucking job. Do I have to do everything?
No, sir, you don't.
Fine, Jack. Fine. You know I have the greatest confidence in you.
Thanks, Mr. Benson.
Why is he using a wedge instead of a putter inside? Unless that is a putter. Looks like more of a wedge.
Your car, Mr. Kelso.
Thanks, kid.
Oh, you can skip to your destination with this guy? Yeah. Oh, just to the car. Okay. This way. Oops, sorry about the newsstand. They have public transportation in this game too, but you never see them take it. Whoop. confused at first. I thought he worked for the district attorney, but he actually just works for the insurance company. So I thought he was a prosecutor. This is probably the wheel alignment. I gotta adjust every so often.
That's not how my pop taught me to mix it. Someone is cutting corners.
I don't think you would use cement other than for the foundation. Order of demolition. Is it any building work at the Normandy Avenue subdivision associated with the
Bulldozing
incident?
and starting again.
Yeah. Be immediately demolished and all building material removed from the site.
Leland Monroe, the man with the grin. Looks like he doesn't like to be disappointed.
I missed something here. Oh, glitchy. Okay.
Hey! You just can't be walking around down here.
I'm Jack Kelso, from California Fire and Life.
I don't care if you're from the Vatican. Buzz off!
I'm investigating the accidental death of a Lou Buckwalter, and...
You deaf? Do I have to beat on you?
Looks like you do.
Oh, I have to remember how to do the controls now. Okay.
I came to see the house where Lou Buckwalter died. You were just about to offer to show me the way.
It's out the gate and 3 houses down on the left. Don't know what you're looking for, smart guy. There's nothing there.
Then I'll poke around in the rubble.
Fine. As long as you're out of my sight.
To take the car?
All the way from Indianapolis. Hear a song from the Big Spots.
There it is. It's like those House of Cards you try to make with the deck of cards.
The place falls down, and then they
Collapses.
bulldoze it. What gives here?
says, what is this, some kind of joke? How bad is it? Come on, you can tell me.
Let's try to piece this together.
I'm gonna sock the hell out of you.
That's not right.
Did they use props material? It looks like they...
Just a rush.
Keystone Films? Who gets their lumber from a film studio?
Oh, I kind of remember this now. Oops.
Son of a bitch. Just when I thought we were starting to get on.
Is there a phone nearby? Okay. I'm surprised that took me so little time. I remember playing that the first time and I kept getting run over.
He just refuses to accompany me to church.
You look at this clown.
Jack Kelso, California Fire and Life investigator. I need an address on the Keystone Film Company.
The address is 658 North Wilton Place. Is there anything else?
No, thank you, ma'am.
Oops. Forgot to set the waypoint.
Hey!
Studio is kind of far.
California drivers.
Seriously. Actually, when we were in California, they were actually pretty good drivers.
Watch it!
They're more predictable than other drivers in other states.
I work for California Fire and Life. I'm looking into an industrial accident.
Here?
No, not here. At a housing development over on Normandy Avenue.
So?
I found some lumber over there, had the Keystone name printed on it.
We've been closed since '41. Never quite made the transition to talkies. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund are pulling the place down.
Know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nix.
Mind if I take a look around?
I'm kind of hungry. If someone was to leave a couple of bucks here, I might wander down the street and get a cup of coffee.
Is there a key to the gate?
No. The only guys who go in or out are some delivery guys from Elysian Fields. They're working on a housing development over at Wilton and Santa Monica. You'll have to hop it.
There's a horse.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen join forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor. He's Vice President.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen join forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson. He's Vice President of the California Fire and Life.
Pleased to meet you, Doctor.
Ray Gordon, editor of the Times.
Doctor.
District Attorney Donald Sandler and Police Chief Warren.
Gentlemen, I am delighted to be in such exalted company.
You're making quite a name for yourself, Doctor, amongst the thespian fraternity.
I find that those of artistic temperament are often of a fragile mental disposition.
It's a short step from miscreant to recidivism, Doctor.
Very true. But I think we could all agree that the City of Angels does rather well basking in the reflection of the motion picture industry.
Hear, hear. And it's something that every sucker getting off a train at Union Station wants a part of. Gentlemen, we're here to sell the American dream, and Hollywood is our greatest advertiser.
So, how is your new development selling, Leland?
Cannot throw them up fast enough, Ray.
And that's part of the problem, Leland. Washington is receiving steady complaints. There's a clamor for public housing.
God damn it, Ray. Public housing is tantamount to communism. Now, that's why we fought this goddamn war. I'm telling you, it's Reds via the back door.
You can't have it both ways, Leland. The new freeways are being built to service all your developments out in the boondocks. They're all being built with government money.
The GI Bill is government money.
There's a difference.
What difference?
The GI money ends up in my pocket.
I hope you mean our pockets, Leland. We're all investors.
Of course, Curtis. So, when will the freeway bond be passed on?
It still has to be ratified. It takes a long time to raise $3 billion.
I need to find a game well or a telephone.
In a great day for the future of Los Angeles, civic leaders and businessmen join forces to launch the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. The Suburban Redevelopment Fund pledges to speed up housing development for returning GIs.
Gentlemen, this is Dr. Harlan Fontaine. He's our latest investor in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund. Doctor, this is Curtis Benson.
Operator, think you could put me through to police dispatch? Thanks.
Putting you through now.
This is Jack Kelso, investigator for California Fire and Life. Can you put me through to Curtis Benson, please?
Just a moment, please, Mr. Kelso.
Jack, how can I help?
Do you know anything about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, Mr. Benson?
I've heard of them, Jack. Building new homes homes for GIs.
It's probably
With
part
green
of it.
lumber that was used on movie sets.
Jack, are you working the Buckwalter case?
Mr. Benson, are you part of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Jack, I want you to listen very clearly. Call Miss Lickman. Call her as soon as you hang up. Arrange to see her tonight and get her to agree to the settlement. Do it tonight. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
End of story, Jack. I don't want to hear another word about Elsa Lickman or Lou Buckwalter.
Can you put me through to Michigan 221?
Putting the call through.
Hello?
Ms. Lichtman, it's Jack Kelso.
Yes, Mr. Kelso.
I've been looking into your case.
Yes, and what have you found?
It doesn't look good. I need to see you.
Meet me at the Blue Room. I work there tonight. I take a break around 9. I'll be waiting at the stage door. We can talk then. Auf Wiedersehen, Mr. Kelso.
Thank you.
Hi, El Nevo. Welcome. Playing L.A. Noire.
And don't suppose I'll make a plea, 'cause baby, you know I'm guilty.
What were you doing with him?
I was doing what you asked.
I didn't ask you to meet him in an alleyway.
Why do you snarl at me? Your friend came to ask me to accept the insurance.
He's not my friend, Elsa.
I think he's a brave man, and you have placed him in great danger. You've involved him in something, and he has no idea of the risk. Can you live with that, Cole?
Elsa, I need his help, and he hates my guts.
Forget the past, Cole. He deserves a chance to say no. If he helps you, let it be on his terms.
I'll go see him in the morning.
That cherry pie was deep.
Okay.
Going to church doesn't make you any more Christian than standing in a garage.
Where's the next location? I didn't get everything from the film studios, really. It's kind of weird that I have to go to the film studio at night. Not film studio, the construction site. This seems very ominous. You know, anything could happen there. When anyone plays these open world games where you have to drive, if anyone actually follows the road rules. Stop at the lights. Hi, FG Jackster. Welcome. How is everyone today?
Nice wiring job, fellas. Keep them in the dark.
Actually, I have a few switches like that in my house that don't turn anything on, and they're not wired to anything either.
You lose something, Mac?
I thought these private eye types were all wise guys with smart mouths.
Looks like the snappy repartee has all dried up.
Get on with it.
What's your hurry, Mac? You got some place to go?
You ever do the cat and mouse routine without a gun in your hand?
Now that's more like it.
Let's put a few. Don't get impatient.
Jeez. Okay.
To lose some teeth.
All right.
Oh. I'm doing alright.
You're a worn, tough guy. You should learn to take a hint. Get him downstairs and into the trunk.
Don't know about this guy, but I'm doing alright.
Sure, he turned up all right. He's wishing he didn't. He's in the trunk. He's going nowhere. The boys introduced themselves.
See, that was such a bad idea to go to the
What do you want done
construction
with him,
site
Mr.
alone.
Monroe? Yeah, I know a good place. We'll pick up a shovel and a pick on the way. It's up in the
it's
hills
not like you have a
behind Griffith
choice.
Park. We'll deal with that German bitch next.
Elsa.
Oops. Come on, controls.
What the hell? Sorry, pal. Desperate times.
The best car either. Oh jeez.
Monroe owns the city. Owns the cops. I need to find Elsa. Must be
I ain't got time for this. Out of my way! I'm in a rush!
Still 2 cars tailing me. Ugh. Oops. Yeah, they're coming after me. Come on, little car. You can do it.
What's your problem?
Where are they? Is that the last of them?
Yay, lost him.
So you're still carrying that Army 45, Cole?
For God's sake, Cole! Call an ambulance!
Two stars. I don't know.